this money, man. It's been a week. I said 3 days. 3 days. Do you know how many days are in a week? I mean, do you want me to have Benny shoot you in the face? Come on, Benny. Benny, get out your gun. Come here. There. Now that I have your attention. What the fuck, Benny? Why didn't you put on the safety? Why did you load it? Benny, get your gun.
Even if that were the case, you failed to process the proper DR file. You've opened up the whole case for appeal. Now all of my weekends for the foreseeable future have been compromised. Is this the address?
Your weekends? Yeah, from 7 to noon, a crossword puzzle and a cup of decaf coffee and a half of grapefruit. From noon to 5, an exhaustive search for clerical errors in past cases. For dinner, the other half of the grapefruit. Those weekends? Look, I'll get it done.
So this is the place then?
Yeah, this is it. 1558 Dyerbrook Court Apartment 5B. Home of Andy something Polish?
Andy something Polish? What is that C doing in there? Abramczyk?
We'll find out, won't we?
We might be too late. Looks like he's dead already. This might be the easiest Class C we've had in a while.
Yes, indeed.
Is it your first day?
You wanna kiss me?
Oh. All right.
Hey!
Check is in the mail.
Oh, no. Mr.
Abramczyk. There's a C in there. Andy's fine.
Well, Andy, my associate and I are here to discuss some...
I'm very happy with my cable provider.
No, Andy, we aren't with the cable company.
Hey, nice digs, bud. I like the butter.
Can you guys come back another time? I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Trust me, Andy. We know you haven't been in the middle of anything for quite some time.
Excuse me?
Oh my God, is this an original figurine of Boba Fett? I never got one of these.
It is. It took me a lot of willpower to keep him in there. Yeah, I've been working on that for about 2 years now. You know, a piece here, a trade there. But Boba there, he actually took some shrewd negotiations. I ended up giving the guy a real tuft of Chewbacca's fur, but I think it was worth it.
Good on you, man. And don't ever open this. This is a piece of priceless history. I mean, my crown jewel was a signed replica of Mace Windu's lightsaber. Got him to write to Michael...
Okay, so who are you guys? And what do you want with me?
Oh my God, bagel bites!
Why don't you both just take a seat, Andy? We'll explain everything.
All right.
Andy, you've got something of an issue. My partner and I have been watching you for quite some time. We know a lot about you. We know that you're unemployed, that your parents are paying your rent but want to cut you off. We know where you're from, what few places you've been to, and today we're here to discuss where you'll be going.
Listen, I told Leonard he'd get his rent within the next 2 days. I can't believe he'd send someone to my place.
This isn't about your rent.
You've got something of an issue with your paperwork.
My paperwork? I signed the lease months ago. That's the only paperwork I have. There's suddenly an issue?
No, Andy, you would have no knowledge of any of this until today. Andy, we're here because we need your help, your clarification. We just don't know what to do with you.
Well, why do you have to do anything with me?
You see, that kind of thinking is exactly why we're here in the first place. Andy, our department, being the highly scrutinized department that it is, has sent us here to gain closure on your poor excuse for a file. A job grossly under our abilities, if you ask me.
But a job nonetheless.
Andy, you are living, but barely so. We are here to get your clearance so we can properly close your file.
Oh, just tell him. He's got Joy Division on vinyl. He's thought about this before.
If you would just sign right here, we will be out of your hair forever. In fact, no one will ever be back here to bother you again. Right there on the line.
It's Class C. Give him full disclosure.
My partner and I are representatives from the Department of Desistance. Andy, we are agents of death. We're here to get your signature and give you a copy of your receipt.
Where are your sickles? If you guys are death, where are your sickles? And your robes?
Okay, I got this. So a little while back, back in the 70s actually.
Andy, just sign it.
And then you guys kill me?
No, man. There's a group for that. Very incognito, very tidy. You'll love them, actually. And plus, Class C gets to have it done however they want.
What do you mean?
Like whichever way you want to go. A little poison, quite an unnoticed in your sleep. A bomb in your soup. I mean, you can get creative with it. A guy from Kentucky actually decided to reenact the final death scene in Scarface. Safe for the crew, of course, but I mean, how many people can actually say they went exactly the way they wanted to go?
Listen, just tell Leonard that the joke's over and he'll have his rent early next month, okay?
So this is no joke. I assure you that my partner and I are the very essence of professional. Now do us all a favor, sign this and let's be done with it.
Why do I have to sign? You two have already made up your mind. There are people dying all the time. You can't get a signature from a guy who dies in a car crash. Why do I have to sign?
You're right, Andy. Not everyone is fortunate enough to have a say in his own death. But as I said, you are Class C. That's passive party designation. This means that you are not living properly, but on all accounts are too cowardly for suicide. Now, your death is currently imminent, but how the matter is carried out is up to you.
Listen, buddy. We are agents of death, but we aren't heartless. We could use Article 49. Just check the handbook. Grace period clause is within his rights.
What's the grace period clause?
Class C, man. Class C. It's an old piece of legislation when things weren't so dry. I believe it's Section 86B, Paragraph 4, Clause 19. If the assigned agents deem the deceasee eligible for a 24-hour grace period clause, based on the criteria on 65C, then it is within the deceasee's right to delay his signature.
Well, I'm impressed, but what are you doing? We don't have time for this. Have you forgot about your backlogged paperwork? The literal ton of DR files that'll be waiting on our desks next week from the Middle East?
We are ahead of schedule, all thanks to you. That group clause you pulled out for the carnies in Jersey, I mean, that was so good, so efficient, professional.
Just because you feel all chummy with this guy does not mean that you can break the rules. You swore this kind of thing off, remember?
This is within the rules. And since we've been doing such a thorough service and represented the department in such a positive light, we might even be recommended for Agents of the Month. And since we get all this extra time because of all your excellent work, I mean, I will cede all the credit to you.
Okay. Andy, as of 2 minutes ago, you have exactly 24 hours to continue to live. At the end of the grace period, we will find you and you will sign.
That's it? Just a little more time before I die?
Most valuable thing in the world.
Now, consider this extra time a gift. Because, I know how bad it can hurt if you waste it. And now I have a lot of time to give, so take it. Oh, and take this too.
That's it? You guys are leaving me alone?
For now.
See you on the other side, friend. We ain't as bad as you think.
I want everything you've got!